Before you travel for NYSC, before you enter that famous Corper bus, and before you trust any shortcut route, listen carefully. Many young people leave home with joy, only to enter the hands of kidnappers before even reaching camp. Now, this is the story of how one simple NYSC journey almost became the end of Ada, and how a small coded message saved all of them.
If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please support us by hitting the subscribe button, like, share, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks.
Ada lived in a quiet small town called Amarachi, the kind of place where everybody knows everybody. After her graduation from university, she waited for months for her NYSC call-up. Then one bright afternoon, the email finally came. "Ada, check your phone," her best friend Chidima shouted, running into their compound. Ada opened her message, screamed and hugged her tightly. "We made it. We finally got the same camp. I told you God will not separate us," Chidima replied, smiling. Soon, news spread across Amarachi. 7 young people from their town got the same call-up to the same camp. The whole community was happy. Parents danced, neighbors celebrated. For the first time in a long while, joy filled the town. On the morning of their departure, the town gathered around the popular white bus driven by Elder Dogo, a respected man everybody trusted. "I will take them safely," he told the parents. "I know a better route. No kidnappers can catch us." The parents believed him. Ada and Chidima sat at the back, excited and chatting about NYSC life. "Hope camp food will not finish us so," Ada joked. "Me, I just want white uniform and good pictures," Chidima replied, laughing. But as the bus moved, their conversation changed. "I heard about the attack inside that CSC church," Chidima said softly. "Yes, this country is turning into something else," Ada whispered. The mood became quiet. Hours later, the bus suddenly stopped. A large tree had fallen across the road, but something felt wrong. The leaves were still green and the roots were still fresh. It didn't look like a natural fall. "Driver, please let us turn back," one boy said. "This thing looks like a trap," another added. Before Elder Dogo could reply, 2 armed men jumped out of the bush. Turn the bus, the student screamed. Elder Dogo reversed fast and sped off. Tears, shouts, prayers filled the bus. "We almost died," Ada whispered, holding Chidima's hand. Everyone hailed Elder Dogo. "You saved us. God bless you, sir." They believed the danger was over, but they were wrong. They took another quiet route. The road was long, silent and lonely, but suddenly the back tire was shot. The bus shook and stopped. Before anyone could understand what had happened, 5 armed gunmen surrounded them. "Come down, all of you," one shouted. Chidima held Ada and cried, "Ada, this is the end. This is the end. Stand up, don't run, move." Elder Dogo raised his hands, trying to calm them. "Please, children, obey them. Do not fight." They were marched deep into the forest. Night met them inside a strange open space. A whole community hidden inside the bush. Women cooked, children played. Nobody looked shocked to even see the new victims. Ada whispered, "Is this a real village?" "Yes," one Corper replied, trembling. "They have been living here." They were taken into a large hut. "Remove your uniforms," one bandit ordered. "Remove your money. Bring your ATM cards." A boy tried to resist. "I can't give you my card." A gunshot hit the ground beside his foot. He fell and cried. They collected their ATM cards, their ATM pins, and withdrew all their money using a POS machine. The humiliation broke them. Ada held Chidima as she sobbed. "We will not die here," Ada whispered. "We will go home." But then she noticed something strange. The driver was not tied up like them. He was chatting with the bandits like old friends. A cold fear entered Ada's heart. Later, the driver came to sit with them. "I beg for you people," he said. "They promised they will not hurt anyone." They all thanked him, but Ada watched him with new eyes. Something was not right. That night, Ada saw a young woman move freely among the bandit's wife. She looked sad, too young and too weak. The woman quietly approached Ada. "My name is Alima," she whispered. "I was once a victim like you." Ada's heart broke. "Please help us." Alima looked around carefully and slipped a bottle of water into Ada's hand. Then she whispered into Ada's ear, "Do not look them in the eye. If you do, they will choose you for the night." Ada swallowed hard, her heart racing. From then on, Alima became a silent helper. 2 days had passed now. The driver had disappeared. Ada asked one of the bandits, "Where is Elder Dogo?" "Oh, that one?" The man laughed. "We killed him yesterday." "What?" Ada gasped. Nobody told them why. The Corpers cried bitterly. Their last hope was gone. The bandits lined all the Corpers up. They set a camera. Their leader stepped forward. "You will talk," he said. "Tell the government to bring 100 million in 48 hours. Each Corper did their video. When it reached the turn of Ada, she had an idea, a secret message only her parents would understand. She cried on camera, "Please help us. Daddy, Mommy, remember that road we passed years ago? The one where our tire got flat. Please, please save us." The bandits didn't understand, but her parents would. The video was posted online immediately. Cold, hunger and fear. Chidinma became worse over the days. Her asthma got worse. Ada begged the bandits, "Please give her medicine, please." "Get back," one shouted. "She will survive or she will die. It's not our problem." Ada cried all night holding her friend. The video was spread online. People cried. The government even gave a statement. "We do not negotiate with terrorists." Parents across the country became helpless. Meanwhile, scammers started calling families pretending to be the kidnappers. Confusion grew everywhere. But in Ada's home, her parents kept replaying the video. "Why did she talk about that road?" her father asked. Then her mother gasped, "She's giving us a clue." They rushed to the police station. Then the police contacted the military and a search began. 7 days passed, no ransom. The bandits got very angry. They dragged the brave boy who had resisted earlier. They shot him in the leg and filmed him screaming. The sound echoed through the forest. Chidinma even fainted. Ada lost all her strength. That night, aircraft sound echoed far away. Then Alima rushed to Ada. "Listen up. They want to move you guys deep into the forest." They heard a military jet. Ada's heart raced. When morning came, the bandits began to pack. But suddenly, Ada froze. The driver walked into the camp alive. "Where is my money?" he shouted. "I brought them here. I want my share." The bandit leader pushed him. "You will get your money when ransom comes. You think I risk my life for free?" The driver yelled. Tension began to grow in the camp, and then a loud roaring sound filled the sky. A military jet flew low above the camp. A bomb dropped near the perimeter of the camp. Fire, smoke and screams filled the camp. "Run!" Alima shouted, cutting Ada's rope. "Run to the stream, not the road." Ada grabbed the weak Chidinma. They ran through the burning tents and gunshots. Behind them, the driver saw them escaping. His eyes widened with fear. If they escape, they will expose him. He chased after them, not to save them but to silence them. Ada and Chidinma reached the stream, but when they turned, the driver stood there with a pistol. "You want to destroy my life? You want to expose me?" Do you know how much money I was promised?" He pointed the gun at Ada. Chidinma screamed. Ada moved back. Just as he pulled the trigger, a gunshot rang behind him. The driver fell. Behind him stood the wounded Corper, the same boy that was shot in the leg days earlier, dirty, limping and shaking. "I told you guys, I will not die here," he whispered. Soldiers rushed in from the trees. "Drop your weapons, everybody stay down." Ada fainted into a soldier's arm. They were all carried to the trucks at the roadside and taken to the hospital. Parents ran to them crying, touching their faces and holding their hands. Ada saw her mother and burst into tears. "I sent the message. Hope you guys saw it." "Yes, we saw it," the father said, holding her close. Some bandits were caught and arrested while others escaped deep into the forest. Halima and many long-time victims were later rescued. The next day, Ada sat with her parents watching the news. "We have successfully destroyed the camp and killed all the bandits," the government said proudly. Ada looked at the TV quietly. She knew it was not entirely true. She knew the deep part of the forest still held more evil, more victims, more secrets. That night, she went to her room. She held her NYSC uniform closely as she sat on her bed unable to sleep. The country she wanted to serve almost killed her before she even wore the full khaki uniform. Her eyes with tears.
For more interesting and amazing stories like this, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and thanks for watching. We love you.